Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Nat. Today we are going to have a play with Paper Rose Sketchy Hibiscus. It's a very, very pretty little stamp. So I've got just some normal cardstock here. It's just, I don't know, cardstock from my stash. I'm going to give my stamp a little bit of a rub down with my hand because it's a stamp that I have not used before. We're stamping it with a little bit of Memento Tuxedo Black, and I've just missed a little bit in the corner. Otherwise, it's stamped up pretty nice and clear. I was just trying to get the little thing in the corner, in the middle, not the corner. I have with this stamp, like so many more, because you don't want to sit here and watch me color the whole darn thing. I've colored one flower. I did come back and color the little flower up the top that you can sort of see the side and a little bit of the other side. I come back with him and the little bud, but then the rest I'll color off screen. So we're using here R59, R27, or commonly known in my friends as Runaway 27, because that is my bag wasn't all closed in my car and something happened, and I opened the back to get my purse and all my Copics went everywhere. I think I've probably told you this. So Runaway 27 was the one that was right underneath the car that I literally couldn't sit there and eat my dinner because I had this Copic marker that was underneath my car. So we got it out and it was now been nicknamed as Runaway 27. So we go back. I digress. R59, R27, YR09, YR04, Y19 and Y15. I googled these colors. Well, I googled hibiscus flowers because I thought, I don't know what is a nice combination. You know, you see pretty straightforward flowers sometimes, and I wanted something a little bit different. So I found this combination that had sort of the red, deeper red in the middle, and then of course we've got a little bit of the orange going out to yellow. I have done little bits of, just little flicks of R59 on the edge, and also a little bit of the YR9. I've skipped Runaway 27, but I just wanted to give a little bit of, I just wanted that color to go all through it, if not in like being able to see it quite so solid, but you know, a little bit, a hint of the other color. So I'm just coloring through, I'm just going back and forth until I'm happy with the color. Now this is where I decided I might show you. It's a little bit hard to see because honestly I think there's a little leaf that's sort of curled up. So I'm just trying, I didn't want too much of the red, but I wanted a little bit of a hint of it. So I've just done little lines of it and up in that fold of where the petal is coming over. This is where we're going to start to see a little bit more of the color with the orange. So again, a little tiny hint because I don't have much room to work with. And then we're going to come out. So mostly what you're going to see is obviously the yellow. And we're just doing little flicking actions going up through the rest of the orange to blend it out a little bit. The white finishing off with the Y15. And I'm going to come back through and play with it a little bit more until I'm happy with it. I colour the bud on the right hand side, but look at the one underneath it. I got a little bit stumped on that middle bit. You've got the bit that obviously is where the flower is, and then you've got the middle bit, and then you've, even with that big flower that you can see that was folded over, I decided to colour it green because I figured it might be green, but a lot of the other photos were all sort of like clear on and I really couldn't see. So that's what I decided to do. So I don't know if it's right, but that's what we decided to do. So I've come back in and pretty much finished it off. We're just going to colour in the orange with the stamens up through the centre of our flower. I would say don't do this yet. I did 2 of them, I think, and then went, you shouldn't do that. I'm going to colour a little bit of the background. So for our greens, we've got G29, G07, G14 and YG03. The YG is going to give it a real bit of brightness. And again, we're going to go back and forth, back and forth. I need to Google those little bits. Let's just Google while I'm talking away about nothing much. And again, I'm going to go back and forth with the colours because it was a little bit too bright, so we're going to put in a little bit more of the colour. I'd rather go less and then bring a bit more of the darker colours in than sort of have it too much and go, oh, I really want the white. See, they're all, I'm looking at Google. There are some ones, dinner plate hibiscus, which has got like yellow and then a very hot pink and then like a purple and then like a lighter purple. And I think I saw that, but I went, I don't think so. All the flowers that we can see here they're just front on. I can't see the underneath, so I'm going to assume it's green, so that's what we did. Now what I've got is W3, W1 and O, and I'm just going to have a little bit of a shadow in the background. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm just trying to figure it out here, but the next thing I think I'm going to do is I've got some Paper Rose All Occasion Sentiments. So you'll see it very shortly. I'm just trying to figure out my stamps because I thought about using You Are Brilliant because this was for a friend's birthday. But I decided, nah. So I've got this All Occasion Sentiment. I'm going to use some black with the white writing and you get 2 of each with lots of different variations. So we've got happy birthday friend, happy birthday dear friend, hip hip hooray. We're going to pull out the dear friend. I did see a hack. I think it's the all wise, the all knowing Jennifer Maguire that I will have to try about sentiment strips and getting them cut perfectly rather than crossing all your fingers and your toes and sticking your tongue out and hoping that you've got it right. We're going to mount that up with a little bit of foam strip. I've angled the very edge, as you can see there. Did I go around the edge? I don't know if I did go around the edge. I know I didn't do it on camera if I did do it. I'm just using my grid here, even though it looks a bit wonky on the camera. I'm using my grid here to just make sure it's straight and then pressing it down once I've really double checked it with my T-ruler. I should have trimmed this off beforehand. Don't do this. Well, no, it worked fine. It was fine. It was fine. It's a little bit of foam tape, so it squashed down perfectly fine. So, but make it easy on yourself and do it beforehand. I've got a piece of black cardstock, which is cut 14.4 by 10 centimeters. Don't know what that is in inches. And my card panel is 14.1 by 9.7. That's pretty much my standard in between. Although lately, I have done a couple of cards. I put a card over to Instagram this morning for the 30-day challenge, and that was actually cut smaller. I know, shock horror. But yeah, have a look over there. This is where I'm just going back in with my R59 just to give a little bit of colour. You know, I can't really see too much, but a little bit of colour. I've got something, a little smudge of red, I think it was. And we'll let that dry in a minute. Next thing, a little bit of Stardust Stickles, which is a bit of a go-to for me. And that's my card. So this is a card for Little Bits in Keysborough, Melbourne. So I'll have a link down below to her website. Sorry about that. But anyway, link will be down below. My blog link will be down below as well. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you have not done that yet. And I will speak to you next time. Take care. Bye.